Let's bring you the latest details on that story. Lipika Bharti, the wife of Somnath Bharti, the Aam Aadmi Party MLA and former Delhi Law Minister, has made some explosive claims in her complaint letter, which has been accessed by India Today. According to Lipika, Somnath first abused her during their honeymoon while they were abroad. He also revealed that he did not own any international law firm as he had claimed earlier. He later asked Lipika to hand over her jewelry to his mother. Lipika alleges that while she was pregnant, Somnath Bharti and his mother tortured her mentally. They even pressurized her for dowry, demanding a car and a house. Lipika claims she was abused and thrashed. On the 23rd of February, matters got worse according to her complaint. And Lipika alleges that Somnath beat her up in his mother's presence, which was the last straw, and she left Somnath's house in Dwarka at about 11 o'clock in a taxi. When she requested to end the relationship, Somnath Bharti apologized and requested her to come home. However, once Lipika came back, she was once again abused and threatened. She dialed the number of the police, but Somnath abused her in front of the police. Lipika then filed a complaint on the 17th of October 2011 against Somnath Bharti in Delhi's Dwarka police station. She even claims that she was abused on the 19th of March in 2012 when Somnath abused her and even tried to strangulate her while she was 7 months pregnant. So that's what we're asking you to call us over. The question that we're putting to you is that Arvind Kejriwal's party is now coming ahead and stating that this matter is personal between Somnath Bharti, who has been accused of domestic violence by his wife. Can Kejriwal dismiss it as a personal matter? You can call on the number flashing on your screens. All right, we have Usha calling in from Bengaluru. Usha, go ahead. What do you have to say?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes.
Kejriwal could have dismissed this entire issue as a personal matter, a routine incident of domestic violence, if he was an ordinary citizen if Somnath Bharti was an ordinary citizen like any of us. But since Bharti is an important minister in Kejriwal's government and belongs to a party that proclaims from rooftops to be different from all other parties, this becomes a serious issue. If a member of any political party wants to be a neta and holds a responsible position, then his conduct both in his public and private life has to be impeccable. It has to be overboard, above board. Arvind Kejriwal seems to have double standards, one for his own ministers and party members and one for the members of other parties. His holier-than-thou attitude rings so hollow now, especially now that skeletons one by one are tumbling out of his cupboard, This is the same man who, from his high moral ground, has been taking pot shots at every other party.
Yes.
His government is getting, embroiled in so many controversies that governance of Delhi, for which he got a huge, in fact, historic mandate, seems to have taken a back seat now.
All right, Usha, thanks for calling in. Strong words coming in from our viewer there in Bengaluru. Another call on the line, this time from Dehradun. Colonel Rao, what do you have to say?
I'm Colonel Arora, not Colonel Rao.
All right, apologies. Go ahead.
I'm Colonel Arora from Dehradun. This is regarding Kejriwal. I think he is more of an anarchist, and for everything he blames Modi. Why doesn't he now blame Modi also for this Somnath soap opera? I think these people are there just to make a fool of themselves and make the fool of the public who have given them 67 seats. What is this? For every day we hear something. First it is the false degrees, then it is another person who is giving his false degrees. Now tomorrow we'll find another person with liquor. What is this? Are they a party or are they just a group of goons?
All right, Colonel, thanks for calling in from Dehradun. Another caller, this time from Patna. I believe Ranjit is calling in. Ranjit, go ahead.
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say?
Charity begins at home, madam. This person, Mr. Bharti, is uncharitable to his better half at home. How he can be charitable to the voters of his constituency? How people vote this type of people, I wonder.
All right, you have a point there, Ranjit. Thanks for calling in. Mr. Mukherjee calling in from Kolkata. Mr. Mukherjee, what do you have to say?
See, all these days I was never a supporter of AAP and I was never a supporter of Arvind Kejriwal. But what is happening now, these very clear attempts, this orchestrated attempts, now this is somehow pushing me towards them. I mean, this Somnath Bharti case is so weird. the way they have used his wife, all the dramatics in front of the TV. Look at the grace of Somnath Bharti's mother. The way she conducted herself, so dignified in front of TV, no drama, nothing. I mean, to what level can politics go to destroy a person's life like this? I mean, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Mukherjee, thanks for calling in. But of course, a state government, a Delhi government that promises security for women will perhaps have to have more than a say of calling this a personal matter. And that's what we're asking our viewers. Do you think Arvind Kejriwal can dismiss this matter as personal after the former Delhi Law Minister Somnath Bharti's wife has come out with that complaint? We've accessed details of it, quite disturbing details. We also have Mohan on the line from Bengaluru. Mohan, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a view that let's keep politics out of it. I think it should be taken as a personal matter. A complaint has been registered. Let's go into the merit of the complaint, not just by the complainant, but investigation. And I am not a supporter of Aam Aadmi Party, and I don't like them at all. But a domestic issue has to be taken as a domestic issue. It should be not taken to the national media. It's after all a domestic issue.
So Mohan, you agree with Arvind Kejriwal's party when they dismiss this issue as a personal issue?
Yes, I agree with them. But I am not a supporter of Aam Aadmi Party. I don't like them. But on this specific issue, I agree with them.
All right, Mohan, we respect your point of view there, and thanks for calling in. Kailash also calling in from Mumbai. Kailash, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's very unfortunate, This is definitely a family personal matter. But when somebody attacks a woman, and I believe I read the report, 26 pages, it says that she is having bruises on her body. And it's a very sad thing. It cannot be personal, because, see, I don't want to be in politics, but the way this, Mr. Somnath Bharti and the AAP leaders have been attacking Mr. Modi and his wife and everything, that time they didn't think that it is personal matter. And now how can they make it as a personal? It's not a personal. Hitting a woman, whether it's a wife or daughter or a mother or anybody, it's not a personal, it's a crime. And
yes,
it should have been arrested. Just imagine, ma'am, God forbid something happens to this white lady.
All right.
Who's going to be held responsible?
Fair point there, Kailash. Thanks for calling in. We mustn't forget at this point in time that Somnath Bharti is also a lawmaker. He represents Delhi, and therefore this is a serious matter, but we're getting a lot of mixed views as far as the callers are concerned. But I'm going to go across to Atir Khan now, who joins us live from Delhi. Atir, it's not the first time that Somnath Bharti's wife has complained of domestic violence. It's been over the years, and that's really worrying, and no action taken yet.
Well, that's right. You see, there is a background to this issue, and it has been on since 2011 when Lipika had approached Dwarka police crime against women cell. So all these things are on record, on police record, that there was a dispute, there was a conflict, and then efforts were made to resolve it. But then all over again it has surfaced, and it has taken a very ugly turn. Now Lipika has she has gathered support to approach Delhi Commission for Women for action on the mental and other harassment she has been alleging. So complaint is with Delhi Commission for Women. The ball is with them, and it is the commission which has to take the final call whether the matter can still be resolved or it has to be referred to the police for a registration of an FIR.
Arthur, do stay with me. Suman also calling in from Chennai. Suman, what's your point of view?
Good afternoon.
Yes.
See, there is no woman in any prominent position in the Aam Aadmi Party, no woman in the cabinet. So this clearly reveals this is an Aam Aadmi Party, not Aurat Party. So, and charity begins at home. Unless the people's representative looks after the women in his house with respect, how can you expect him to look after the women in the public with respect? Thank you.
All right, Suman, thanks for calling in. We have a call from Silchar also. Mr. Das, what do you have to say?
Ma'am, this is the same person who made those Nigerian women to urinate in public. So we shouldn't forget that. And this the woman, Somnath Bharti's wife, has filed a complaint in 2010, 2011, 2014. How can they dismiss it as a personal issue?
All right, Mr. Das.
Aam Aadmi Party government has to answer the people of Delhi.
Well, I'm just hoping that some of the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and representatives are watching our channel as we speak, because there are concerned viewers who are calling in saying that this is not only a personal matter of domestic violence, but this also represents the mindset of a party that is leading Delhi. I have another caller on the line, Ravi, calling in from Bengaluru. Ravi, what do you have to say?
Yeah, no, ma'am, I agree with you. Just imagine that, not imagine, it's a fact. What happened to Surunda Pushkar, I was listening to one of your callers, and the report says there are some marks on the lady's body, wife of Somnath Bharti. God forbid, are we waiting that she should become another Surunda Pushkar?
Well, as of now, we really can't be drawing conclusions, Mr. Ravi, over what really happened with Sunanda Pushkar. But let's just talk about this case, and let's talk about the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yeah, definitely. They should answer, and the Chief Minister should come out. He should come out and say what has happened, what is the case. He is the Chief Minister of the state, and Mr. Somnath Bharti is his party MLA. Why the Chief Minister is not coming in and addressing the press conference? He's known for a media trial for everybody under the sun. He accuses you and me of corrupt and this and that. Why is he not coming and facing the media now?
All right. Fair point there. Why isn't the Delhi Chief Minister facing the media? Why aren't his representatives coming out and taking a stand on this issue instead of calling it personal? Especially after that complaint that we've accessed, disturbing details there. Another caller on the line, Ramesh, calling in from Chennai. Ramesh, go ahead.
Yes. Now there is a larger issue we have to see here. Once you are in private life, it is your own personal matter within the doors. But once you start making law, whether you are a law minister or other law minister, you have to be above board. This is what Kejriwal himself has said. Caesar's voice must be above board. Now today what is happening, if you take in the last 6 months, see the number of infighting. The other gentleman in the same party was involved in a women issue who never even responded. There was a liquor matter. There was a Hawala transaction matter. Now there is this matter. Now there is a law minister who is supposed to regulate law and apply law. There is an allegation he has forged. So, then this party who has been blaming all other party and saying they are above board, has now virtually got himself within 6 months exposed in every front. And the media who promoted this party left, right and center 2 years before have to now come and completely expose some of the true nature. And then Kejriwal is completely silent. All the top leaders, earlier they used, whenever there is some issue in Congress or BJP, they used to shout at the roof of the top. And they used to go to the media. They never bothered about the court. See, I am a lawyer myself. I will give you one example of how this person doesn't believe. See, when it comes to a question of giving an ordinary bond, when he bothered something about some case about Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he never executed the bond. And the court said it is a simple procedure. It has got nothing to do with your allegation of defamation. He never executed the bond. Came out and then people, he said, he's a chore, he's outside and I am being arrested. And the appeal court, when he went silently, executed the bond and came out.
All right, Mr. Ramesh, we get your point there. Thank you for calling in. Another caller, Suresh from Mumbai. Suresh, what do you have to say?
This is the same Somnath Bharti of Kejriwal Lokpal Dal who used to talk about Modi's marriage wife, and the marriage was never consummated. And now he's saying this is personal. How does it become suddenly personal?
All right, Suresh, thanks for calling in. A lot of our viewers who are calling in have one point to make, which is as far as Arvind Kejriwal and his party is concerned, they claim that there's one rule for him and his party and another rule for the rest. And we have another call on the line. We have Raghuram calling in. Raghuram, what do you have to say?
Hello.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
When Aam Aadmi Party came to power, they wanted to clean Delhi and whole of India. Now the law minister himself is unable to clean his own house and he is unable to put his own house in order. So this is really trivial. I sometimes feel that all Aam Aadmi Party leaders are behave like zombies. Because see, when it comes to attacking center and fault finding others, they talk in unison.
All right. Thanks for calling, Suresh. I have another call on the line. Before that, I'm going to go back to Arthur Khan, who's still with us. All right, I'll go to Arthur in a moment. Suresh also calling in from Mumbai. Suresh, go ahead. All right, Jayashree calling in from Pune. Jayashree, what do you have to say?
Good afternoon.
Yes,
my message is this, that in India, whether it's a common man or a minister or a VIP, there are two issues, Domestic Violence Act and marital rape. It has to be seen and viewed very, very seriously, because we are sending out wrong messages to the country.
Absolutely.
People think that law will protect these men, and women are being abused right, left and center. There are crimes, heinous crimes against women. And this same gentleman has been in the news even for the Nigerian women of whatever. And somebody also spoke about Sugandha Pushkar. Leaving aside everybody, I say in this country we need strong and stringent laws to deal with crimes against women.
Absolutely, Jayashree. Absolutely. Fair point to make there. In fact, it is only from home that we can start this point of view, inculcate this in our children, within our families, and that's how we can even make a place like Delhi, which is very often referred to as the rape capital of India, a safer place, especially when you have a politician representing Delhi and having such a case at home. Of course, we're not taking sides here yet. Let the investigations take place. We cannot already accuse Somnath Bharti of domestic violence till the probe is over. But the complaint that we've accessed is extremely, extremely worrying. And the call-in that we're doing right now is to ask our viewers if they agree with the Arvind Kejriwal party and the Delhi Chief Minister when they call an issue as serious as domestic violence a personal issue. Raman calling in from Chennai. Raman, go ahead.
Please. Hello.
Go ahead, Raman. We can hear you.
Hello. Hello.
Raman, go ahead. We can hear you.
Madam, this party AAP should no longer be believed by people of Delhi. This party is, half of them are fakus, half of them are jutmar. They will not deliver anything to Delhi, I am telling you, from Chennai. I have not seen them, but I have been seeing them only in the TV. From this itself, this is my, as a senior citizen, this is my considered view, and people should change. Otherwise, Delhi's name will go down very badly. That's all I want to say.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Raman. I want to now just play out a reaction from Somnath Bharti's wife for our viewers before I take more callers.
I cannot explain it in a couple of words. The complaint has been given. If you want, I can share it with you also. So it would be difficult for me to summarize it. It's going on for such a long time. It's a long thing. I want separation. I want out from this marriage. I want to live with dignity with my children.
I want to live with dignity. That is what Lipika has to say after she claims she's been through years of horror and a nightmare that she's lived over the years with Somnath Bharti. Well, that's her claim that we're putting out here on India Today. Sandeep also calling in from Mumbai. Sandeep, go ahead.
Points. Number one, so whether it is domestic violence, public violence, private violence, secret violence, violence is a violence. And especially against women, it is a very serious issue. Secondly, we have also seen one of the statement of Mr. Somnath Bharti, where he says that he is living, he is not living with the wife for last 5 years, and he has a kid of 4 years, I think. And thirdly, see, if a common man, nobody should commit this crime, first of all, against women. But a common man, there is an argument or there is a case by a wife against the husband. The husband is picked up immediately under section 498A, immediately. Any ordinary person. Why this VIP treatment for these leaders, whether it's Saab or any political parties? Why police is giving such a preferential treatment to them? They should be picked up immediately to avoid any damage to the woman, and because she must be having a trauma, and they should not be
right.
A special
Sandeep,
treatment.
we get your point of view, and the process is on, investigations are on, both at the end of the DCW as well as the police in this case. The DCW has also summoned Somnath Bharti in the case. So, of course, the law is taking its course, but we get your point there. Domestic violence is an extremely serious issue, and it cannot just be covered under the carpet. We have our last caller in this bulletin, Amrit calling in from Allahabad. Amrit, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, Amit.
From Allahabad. I am a practicing lawyer at the High Court. So I can tell you that merely saying it is a personal matter will not wash away the offence, because it is a cognizable offence under section 498 of the Indian Penal Code, along with it being an offence under the Prevention of Domestic Violence Act. So the Chief Minister either does not know his law or he's not been advised properly by saying that this is a personal matter. It is an offence against the society as such, which is cognizable by the police authorities, and surprised as to why the police has not taken action as of now.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Amit. I'm glad that we've had a few lawyers also call in to tell us more about how serious the charge leveled by Somnath Bharti's wife is.